Sometimes you just need to eat a whole cucumber or two mini ones. So I'm going to show you how while giving you some first year teacher advice.
Wash your cucumbers, okay?
I personally like to make stripes down the cucumber because I find that the rind's a little bit hard to digest sometimes, so that's what I do to make it easier on my stomach. First and foremost, your first year of teaching is going to be hard, okay? There's no way to get around that. One thing you need to do to try to make it easier on yourself is to find the light in your school. That just means you find a person that you can run to and you can get help from no matter what. However, you need to be mindful of who you're complaining and ranting to and being very vulnerable with, because some people want to see you fail and will have it out for you. I'm going to use a knife instead of a mandolin because I'm very demure. I'm very mindful of the fact that I like having fingers, so we're going to use a knife. The next thing that's important to know as a first year teacher is your classroom does not need to be a beautiful, aesthetically pleasing Pinterest board. Do what you can, figure the rest out decorations wise as you move on. Don't worry about making it beautiful, pretty, wonderful right off the bat. If you can, great. If you can't, don't worry about it. I'm going to be mixing it in this glass Tupperware because I don't have one of those soup containers that everyone seemingly has on TikTok. I like to add in half an avocado because I love avocados, and also this just helps it be more creamy. So my next piece of advice for first year teachers is to create and stick to work boundaries. My personal work boundaries and your personal work boundaries might be very different, but you need to establish what that is for you. Just cubed the avocado. So for example, one of my work boundaries is that if I am doing work during my prep or my lunch periods, I will not do any work at home. But again, you figure out what those boundaries are for you. Next, I'm just putting in a dollop of the whipped chive cream cheese. Next up, I'm going to add both more creaminess and a little bit of spice with spicy mayo. I'm also going to add some crispy chili oil to this. If I can open it. My next piece of advice, especially if you're a young teacher, because I think this pressure follows young teachers even more, don't worry about being the cool teacher. Don't worry about trying to act like your students or trying to impress your students. You are there to teach them, not to be their friends. I know for the protein, Logan adds smoked salmon, but I don't have smoked salmon. I have canned tuna. This is Portuguese canned tuna. It is the best, actually. So I'm going to drain this, and then we're going to add it to our mixture. Some salt and pepper. I feel like I'm missing something, but I can't figure it out, so we're just going to give it a shake. And lastly, and I cannot stress this enough, do not, I repeat, do not stay past your contract hours. When that bell rings, leave.